All right now, hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm going to show you how to do some airbrushing, y'all. Yeah, this is a old video. However, I thought maybe you'd be interested in seeing the process. I had began my artwork already and started painting my Daffy Duck image. And then I said, hey, wait a minute, turn the camera on and capture some of this, because there's a lot of people out there that may be interested in seeing just how I airbrush this t-shirt. Now, no professional airbrusher, t-shirt decorator, but I like it and I'm working on it. I want to perfect my craft. So, hey, let's show you what I got, right? So I started with a cotton t-shirt. And I already put my image in and I worked my colors in. All of this is by airbrush. I take the block off and make sure like the purple hat. I wanted to make sure the purple hat didn't get, when I sprayed the purple, it didn't get everywhere. So I blocked it off with tape. I also used plain paper that wouldn't stain the shirt, just to cover that stuff up. And I did that all around the shirt, all around the duck, okay? So just make sure I kept my lines nice and crisp and clean. The image I got, it came from Google. I didn't, this is not my image. I got this image off of Google. And so as you can see right now, I am using an orange spray paint. What I'm doing is I'm trying to take a gradient look around the entire shirt. I started off with a darker green and went to a lime green into a yellow, and from the yellow I'm transitioning to an orange color. And when I get to the around the part of the orange where it starts to go down, like where I'm at now, I'll start adding in a darker red color, so I can transition that gradient color into a red. Okay, so yeah, this is a cotton t-shirt. It's an adult size. I stretched it over a piece of wood that I have on my easel, as well as you might be able to take a peek down and see that there is also an additional canvas on the bottom. That's because I don't know, the wood kept sticking to the shirt, so I needed something to separate the shirt from the wood. So I put that canvas in, and it was pretty cool because it was a resin art piece. I didn't want it, so I put that in there, and that let the paint go ahead and do its thing without getting stuck to the wood. Now here you see I'm starting to add a darker red in there, a purple, and I'm going around my gradient color as I promised. So yeah, take a look at that. Now these airbrushes, I got these off of Amazon, right? This is a Master 2 airbrushes. I'm using two different kinds. I'm using a siphon fed and I'm using a gravity fed. I mean, it's up to you to see. I mean, if you want to get an airbrush and you're interested in knowing you only can try it out. You got to try them out. These airbrushes are economical and they're also pretty good brushes. So I had trouble out a couple of them, but the honest opinion of them is they're pretty good brushes. So to me, what you can do, there's bottles that you can use, and you can put it underneath, and that siphons the paint out. What you see me using at this time is a gravity fed. The bowl is at the top of the airbrush, and the air sucks the paint down from the top bowl and it sprays out through the front. All right. So while I had my purple out, as you can see, I'm touching up the hat. The hat is purple. So when you get those brushes with the gravity feed, your bowl is only so big. Okay, you're going to need to change that paint out. So after each color, I am taking the old paint out, blow it all out as much as I can, and then I dump out the rest. Okay, if it's a lot, I'll put it in a little container that maybe I can use later. But for the most part, when I dump that paint out of there, that's it. And then you mix your next color and put the next color in. So it's a lot of work. When you're using a siphon fed, it has the bottles on the bottom. Those paint, you can buy the additional bottles. I got mine off of Amazon. I probably got about 15 colors. and each color has its own bottle. So when I get ready to switch to a new color, I would just plug the bottle in, and I'll just blow out the paint that's left inside of the airbrush, and then until I start seeing a new color show up. And so it's a lot easier to switch paint with a siphon fed airbrush than it is for a gravity fed airbrush. You gotta take the paint out every time with that gravity feed, and it's a little harder to do. But this video is sped up. I just want to put that disclaimer in there. I sped it up because the actual video of me doing this shirt was almost 2 hours. Okay, that's what all me mixing the paint and everything, but I sped it up so that you can see the results that I got in a decent time. You ain't trying to sit here and watch a 2-hour video. I get that. So I sped it up like twice the speed. All right. So I guess I'll just let you guys check out what's going on here. I'm going from my purple and I'm going into a blue, and from the blue I start going into a teal color, which takes me all the way back around to my green. So now I put more paint in my brush, and I'm going back into my orange, and I'm just deepening up my red a little bit because I felt that the orange had took over that area and it wasn't showing as much red as I'd like. So I just start adding more red into that area just to deepen the color up, because I did not know, and I still don't know, what the effects of the paint. And see, well, I got that red in there. I'm going right into the mouth of Daffy Duck, and I'm just deepening up everything that's red on there while I have it, because that's all I had a chance to dry. So I'm going for a second coat. You'll see me just adding in even around the hat band and the tip of the smoke that he's smoking, just to make sure that looks like it's lit up with fire. So you'll see me touching that up. But I sold this shirt. I didn't make a lot of money on it. I sold this shirt for like $20, and I never found out. Okay, here you see me using. I'm just separating it so I don't get colors on where I don't want it. Okay, that's called a French curve I was using. Now I'm heating it up on this smoke. I'm making sure that that's nice and red. But now I'm back to painting up there and just deepening it up a little bit, and you can see how it's coming in real nice. But anyway, I saw the shirt. The guy ended up moving away like right after I saw the shirt. He was one of my neighbors, so I never found out how the shirt looked after a washing. Never. So I look forward to doing another airbrushing shirt. Here in the video, you can see me holding my hand with my other hand and keeping it steady. A lot of people say I have a steady hand. I don't think I do. So I use my other hand to hold it steady so that things don't get out of control. And it's a good practice to use when you're freehanding something like that, is to steady your hand. If you can look at the top of my easel, there's a silver bar that sticks out there. It's supposed to be a stick on there, and the stick comes down and you tighten it up, and the stick comes down onto your work, and that way you can lean your hand on that and steady your hand. I forget the name of it, y'all, but I don't use that because it gets in my way. So this is an older easel. In fact, this is the very first easel that I ever had. My dad gave it to me when I was 16 years old, and I still have it to this day. But yeah, back to the fabric. The paint that I'm using is an acrylic paint, and I'm wondering like what would have happened if I'd have used like sublimation ink. Then after I was finished spraying it, I went ahead and just pulled the heat press down on it. What would have happened? You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to a lot of trials coming up real soon with the airbrush, and I hope you are too. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so when I do come in with some airbrushing, just some, like putting sublimation ink in the airbrush. Come on now. You want to be here for that. So make sure you hit all the buttons and bells, whistles. And if you can, y'all go ahead and share me out, right? I don't do many videos. It was a lot of work putting this thing together, okay? Let me give some credit to my music skills. The music that you hear in the background, it is my music. I created it. Some for creators on YouTube, some for Instagram users, and some I just had in my archive. So enjoy the music. And yeah, so now I'm just doing some touch-up work around. If I'm correct, I might be in there with some white. I'm blowing white right now. I'm blowing the white, and I'm lightening it up. So his eyes are bloodshot red, so I'm going to go in it with that white. I'm doing all my white parts now, and I'll be going back over the eyes again to show the red cracks in the eyeball. And later on, at the end of the video, I'll show you a closer view of the shirt. So yeah, if you're interested in getting some musical tracks from me, go ahead and hit me up at 755media@gmail.com. Let me say that again. 755mediaart@gmail.com. So here I'm still going around the eyes. And I was pointing out to you about the doogie that he's got there. I don't know why I just did. Okay. So I'm just going around. I started with gray. It may have looked white at first, but it is actually gray. So the gray and the white is just kind of offsetting each other. I'm trying to give it a smoky feel. Okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. One time for your girl. Okay. So at this point, I'll probably change paint again. Every time I took my hand away from the canvas, I almost knocked it down. I changed my paint. So pretty much that's how I did it. So don't think that, I'm blowing yellow, then I'm blowing red out the same gun. It's not, I'm using the same gun, yeah I am, but not in the same bowl. That bowl I'm cleaning out. You see my hand go away like this, I'm really clearing out that brush. Okay, so caring for your brush is important. It's important that you know all the mechanisms. There's several videos on YouTube that you can watch that teaches you about the care brushes. I had to learn the hard way about taking my brush apart, dropping the pieces and loosening them. So if you have an airbrush, let me know in the comments section if you're interested in doing an airbrush tutorial. It won't be a tutorial. It'll just be a kind of like an exercise for us, okay? Because I'm still learning, so I can't teach you. But I can show you what I do know, and you can show me what you know. I like that a lot. So if you do have an airbrush, please let me know in the comment if you're interested in that. And if you have any questions about any more additional questions about the type of airbrush that I'm using, or the type of paint that I'm using, you can always hit me up. I'm always here for you guys. It's 755mediaart@gmail.com. And if you want to order a shirt, hey, I'm for it. Okay, I'm down for it. Yeah, go ahead, send that email in, and I'll get started on something for you. Okay. Yeah. So I'm finally so happy to get this video out, you guys. It took me quite a bit of time to piece it together, and part of it got hung up. It was just a mess, but I am so proud to have done this video for you guys. So I'm just doing I think I'm doing some black work now at this point. Either that or I'm doing some purple still. I'm just trying to, I think I'm doing purple. Sorry I can't zoom in far closer for you, and it's so far, but you'll get to see the finished product at the end. Okay? Yeah. Alright, so if you haven't already, I have another channel. It's called Just Kidding. It's where I teach the children how to paint every Saturday at 12 high noon. You guys, please invite the kids over. I have art kits for sale for them. You hit me in my email and order yourself one of the art kits. Everybody that gets these art kits, they say they love them. Okay? The kids love them. You don't have to worry about anything. Just bring a kid, get about a quarter cup of water maybe, and turn me on YouTube. And I got them, okay? So make sure you come on in. My curriculum over there, I've got students as young as 3 years old, and I'm proud of that, okay? So yes, I am certified art instructor for Grumbacher Paints. So yeah, I know a little bit about something. So bring your kids on by. Let me teach them what I know. I'm sure you'll be very, very happy at the results. Alright, so now I'm catching up on this art that I'm doing here. I'm just doing some trim work, you guys. So yeah, make sure y'all go over there and check out the Just Kidding, please. I'll try to put the link below if I can remember that. And so that you all can go over there and subscribe to that kid channel. Thumbs those videos up over there, because the kids need to be encouraged, okay? And sometimes I've lost a couple of students because they don't think that no one's watching. So I don't want them to feel like that. I want them to be happy with their art. And I know they shouldn't worry about that, but kids do. So you guys just go over there and show the kids some love, alright? I really appreciate that. I really do. So I'm coming up pretty much, I guess, at the I'm at the end of the video, and I'll bring it in close for you guys. Y'all can check it out. It's my first airbrush t-shirt, you guys. The very first one I ever did. I think it came out pretty cool. I mean, I will wear it, you know what I mean? So let me know in the comment if you will wear the shirt. And, you know, some people don't smoke, but, you know. But I have other art that I did with airbrushing on. It was a t-shirt. I did this one right here. And that was the chakra painting. Also did some airbrush work on this ice cube painting that a lot of you might be more familiar with me doing. I did airbrush screen on this baby art. This is a 16 by 24. The outside is resin, but the inside was airbrush. And I also did airbrushing on the bear bricks in parts. A lot of that was alcohol ink pours, and it was regular painting. But I did airbrush on that, and I think it did awesome. So here's the two guns that I use. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button, because you know it's free. Alright? And I'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, and stay lit. Hey.